Howdy everybody, welcome back. This is run number 6 of the H3VR Grand Tour. If this is your first video in the Grand Tour, my recommendation is to head back to video number 1. At the very least, scrub through the intro, get the rules and regs of how I'm doing this challenge. For those who've been keeping up, part 6 represents a slight shift in the tone and my methodology for how we're going to be playing the Grand Tour from now on. This is the point at which the difficulty begins to really hit home. From this point on, I will not be doing the standard scavenger runs nearly as much. Very unlikely I'm going to be able to survive if I just go in with a pistol and a backpack. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and check out our loadout and get some things out of the way before we start the actual raid. Join me at the table. Okay, so this is going to be our starting loadout for run number 6 of the Grand Tour. If you've been keeping track of my inventory throughout the last few videos, you may see a couple things here that are unfamiliar. Let me break this down for you. At the end of last run, I extracted with 22 tokens. I thought to myself, well, I don't want to obtain a firearm with these tokens, because most firearms are better procured in the raid than they are bought outside of it. That just seems kind of like it defeats the point of the challenge, right? So I thought to myself, what do I need that I cannot get in game, but is not a firearm? Well, first thought, a belt. Yep, I gave myself a utility belt that can slot right in here, has a few slots, though none of them big enough to fit a long weapon, and should free up some of the slots up here and in my backpack. Of course, I've got to contend with a high density of equipment on my person, so it doesn't exactly function as a normal video game inventory where more slots equals better. More slots just means more things I have to shuffle through. Additionally, I reobtained a wallet because having lost mine in run, I think, 2, I found myself needing a handy-dandy way to carry around tokens that didn't involve stuffing up all my slots with them. I reclaimed a melee weapon. You may have recalled that I keep losing mine, and every time I get in the map, I just spend a token and I get a melee weapon, and it usually turns out to be useless, so I spent the equivalent of 3 or 4 tokens on just a decent survival knife. Lastly, I picked up 3 boxes of 9x19mm Parabellum ammo. That's 50 rounds a box. While technically I do have access to an unlimited amount of basic ammo, due to the rules of challenge letting me spawn lock single individual rounds at a time, I found that I was really starving for a way to actually efficiently dole out my ammo without having to kneel down every 10 minutes and spend a whole 5 minutes just slotting in 1 round at a time. So, sacrificed a few tokens. These boxes let me unload directly into a pocket and load directly into the box. They function as a magazine that cannot be slotted into any weapon. All they really do is speed up my resupply moments, which I mostly edit through anyways. So that's not really going to affect your overall experience. On this next raid, I am going to be bringing in the PP19 Vityaz, an elevated red dot sight, my lighter, my flashlight, and suppressor alongside my Glock 17. These are both 9x19mm, so that does mean they share an ammo pool, so I am going to have to be a little careful with how I dole out the ammo from these boxes, because they're going to be steadily draining over time. None of this is guaranteed to be able to carry me through the end of the round. If you may recall a few runs ago, when I was in Skyblock, the Pripyat patrollers very quickly gained some really heavy armor plating that a 9mm bullet could not even hope to penetrate. Don't think of this as me taking easy mode. It is not going to be easy. Okay, folks, you've seen the loadout, and I've talked your ear off so many other times. I think it's about time we expedite this process. I'll see you at the board so I can show you what my target is tonight. Did I ever mention that I've never played Earthbound? Throw things at me, slap me with a fish, I don't care. Listen, I just missed it completely. But if you're a fan of nostalgia and this is your jam, congratulations. And if you guessed this, again, please give me the winning lottery numbers. How did you possibly even begin to guess this? Let's get in there and let's get messy. Okay, so very brief rundown of the rules before we get our hands dirty. Okay, folks, let's get in there and figure out what's different before we get our hands dirty. First off, to our left, we are going back to Saffron temporarily. Saffron is a much more chaotic drop rate. The slightly higher drop rate than Extraction Eddy, plus the fact that you can get dang near anything from a drop, not just a narrow couple decades range of post-Soviet bloc weaponry, means that Saffron's tone more fits what I'm looking for this time around. We have increased our items dropped on death to 50%. Half of everything I am carrying will disappear if I die in the middle of a mission. Thankfully, it hasn't happened yet, but I can just feel it coming, baby. I can just feel it coming. And I am a little scared. We have decreased our max defender enemies, increased our max squad enemies. Actually, that needs to go up a little bit because we learned how the faction spawns actually work. They do not spawn once and then done. They actually spawn continuously to meet the quota of the maximum you set. So at any given time, there's going to be 8 enemies on the map. Lastly, for this round, we are going with chaotic cold cuts. These guys can spawn with dang near anything from dang near any arrow, dang near any costume. Truly, it's going to be a little weird, but there is a reason I picked an Earthbound map. Okay, enough talk. Enough dilly-dally. Let's get messy. Shit. Okay. Nice. Listen, folks, if I'm caught with my pants down immediately after spawn, that's mostly embarrassing for me. I got no one to blame but myself for that situation, and I'm very much trying to avoid it. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to recognize almost nothing from this map, not in the least because it's a 2D map exported to 3D. But also because, again, I've never played Earthbound.
Quiet down.
Shit.
Watch your backs, everyone. Someone's not right.
There we go, baby.
I think I heard a noise. Investigating.
Okay, yup. Yup. These guys are going to be a problem.
I've got a bad feeling. Look alive, lads.
You should have a bad feeling. Because I am about to deliver some
We'll have imminent contact. Stay sharp.
egregious violence unto your person. Honestly, you should be grateful. I mean, imagine being stuck here the rest of eternity. Do you spoil? I think they spoil.
Fingers on the triggers.
Ah, there we go, baby.
Someone's
Hush
over
now. Oh!
there. Oh, you bastard.
That's a weapon. That's a 20. Fuck. Oh!
Contact.
What the hell? What just happened? Okay, they're spawning here. I gotta get out of here. Look out. This is a danger zone. This is a danger zone. I gotta grab the stuff and get out. I gotta grab the stuff and get out.
It's coming from over there.
Yeah, scoundrel, we understand. I can't seem to pick anything up from this floor. That's weird. I have to use the laser beam. I normally don't like using the laser beam. By the way, I finally figured out how they intended you to take off and put on the backpack. And that's to reach back over your shoulder. Yeah, I know. Obvious in hindsight, huh? Kind of obvious in hindsight. Hindsight is 20/20, for one. And for two, you're so smart. Not everyone can be as smart, okay? Sometimes someone's just a little bit dim, and that's okay. Where the hell? There it is. Cool. We want to trade that in. We want to trade that in. Yeah, I'm still like an inch from crying at any given point. It's a bit of a thing, okay? The important thing is we're having fun, right? I mean, I'm having fun. I assume you're having fun. Don't comment if you're having fun. Huh. You're gonna have a bad time. I apologize. Sick. If you start doing Pataroo, I'm gonna see if you can be made in a hamburger. Just being real with you there. Some things cannot be accepted. Huh. There's an upstairs. I didn't realize when I downloaded this map. Did you know I'm an adult?
Each other's backs. Spread out and search.
Uh-huh. How you feeling? Not good, it seems. Okay, so first point was easy, but the first point is always easy. It's the ones that come after that are the problem. We're gonna make sure to clean things between rounds.
We'll have imminent contact. Stay sharp.
Yes, yes, yes,
Look
stay
alive.
sharp.
Intel said hostiles may be coming this way.
Stay sharp. Better than staying
Watch each other's backs.
squishy?
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? The noise. Investigating. Watch your backs, everyone. Something's not right.
Woo! Okay, so I have to be basically right where the point says to be. If I'm not right where the point says to be,
Stay sharp.
it doesn't invalidate new spawns, so I have that actually makes it a little challenging. I have to maintain an exposed position for a little while. What do I have? Hello, hello, hello.
Spread out and search.
This is so beyond useless that I'm actually a little insulted. I think the lethality effect would be higher if I just punched them in the face really hard. Ooh.
Check your corners.
This is just a custom version of the same weapon I'm using.
They are locked down tight.
Here's the thing, though.
I'm checking out.
Other than the flared magwell, I don't really care about it. I don't want an integrated reflex sight on my pistol. I just, oh my god. An integrated reflex sight on my pistol just feels like a hat on a hat. I almost resent it.
Get ready for contact. Eyes front, people.
So we're gonna trade these in. I don't need more 9mm. Hello, though. Scorpion. Oh my god, it's an actual scorpion. And if I recall, this uses 32, not 9mm. Fun enough that I'm gonna give it a couple kills. It's just fun. There's a small chance that I could get
Eyes front, people.
an ice climbing axe if I hit that. However, there's a decent chance that I'm just gonna get another grappling hook. Ah, fuck it. Fuck! I'm so upset. I fell for it. It's bait. It's Ray bait. It's bait for Ray. 10-round magazine for a scorpion is almost comedic. Like, what are you gonna do with those 10 rounds? Take out one person? What are you gonna take out, like an elf? Several elves? Those of poor constitution?
I think I heard a noise.
Yup.
I'm checking it out. Contact. Someone's not right. People. Extra Someone's not right. Watch your backs, everyone. Someone's not right.
Whoa. Damn it, jam.
I'm checking it out.
A double feed?
What the fuck was that? Quiet down.
Damn double feed
What the
now.
fuck was that? Cover us. Keep this position. Copy that, Central. We'll keep this position secure.
Is that... You know what? Fuck it. Let's give it just a little shot. The game really wants me to use these. Let's just give it a little shot, why don't we?
I hear something. I hear something.
Ugh. Better as a blunt instrument than a gun.
Central perimeter established. Blast us.
That was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. Sick. No joke. That. Oh my god, it's right there. Okay.
I think I heard a noise. Investigating. Remember, short controlled bus. Something's not right. Investigating. What's the facts, everyone? Someone's not right. I've got a bad feeling. Look alive, lights. What's wrong there?
Whoa!
I've got a bad feeling.
You just ran into your own grenade. He just ran into his own.
What was that noise?
What on earth? Is that an LMG? That's an LMG. Oh my god. Okay, it's fake. Oh, I just got.
Investigating.
This is bad.
Quiet down. I think I heard a noise. Quiet down. I hear something. Team, search the area. What the fuck was that? Investigating. Check it out. What the fuck was that?
Oh!
Quiet down. I hear something.
Damn! Oh shit. Where's that pen? Where did I put that pen? Oh god.
Someone's over there.
Well, that was unnecessary. All right, look, listen, and look, and get this out of my sight. Ugh. LCR 38.
What the fuck?
I would like to keep that weapon.
Someone's over there.
That's my boot weapon, so to speak. Now, what the hell? That 2 more revolver. It's my favorite revolver. Well, second favorite. Holy what? Okay, I just... I do like revolvers. And I have a certain weakness for, there's a Python 357, which uses the exact same caliber. The game's like, use revolvers, Ray, use revolvers. If the game wants me to use revolvers, I'm gonna use revolvers. Like, who am I to refuse? Is this the... This is the point.
Stay sharp.
They must have scattered a little bit.
I hear something. Investigating.
Nice. Okay, if I recall, this is where it starts getting hard. Every time I do this, I'm like, well, this just doesn't seem very challenging. And then I get to the final, like, third, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta go. Troublesome.
I heard something. Quiet down. I hear something.
Anyway. You drop anything good for me? No? It's all fake? Okay. ID-coded guns. Using ID-coded bullets. Firing at ID-coded soldiers. Woo! Well, that was not cool. Tell you what is cool, though. Not that. Do I have a grenade?
On alert, people. I've got bad. I think I heard a noise. Investigating. Someone's over there. Suppressive fire.
Twin guns, baby. Ow! Son of a shit. This hurts. Okay. Cowboys aren't real, Ray. Cowboys aren't real. Gauchos, on the other hand. Well. Okay, that's the same weapon I saw before. Come on now. Come on now. There's a lever release right there. Okay, admittedly, that could have gone better. That could have gone much better. However, in my defense, you know. If you know, you know. See, there's a reason that dual-wielding weapons is not typically done. You don't need me to tell you that. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. The chances of actually holding on to your targets after acquiring them, using two weapons at the same time, really small. Enough? No, you didn't. Stop investigating. Investigating it is. The chances of keeping your target acquired with your offhand, very unlikely. That being said, of course, there's a time and place. That being primarily point-blank range. Thank you for the help. Fuck! Right, so, as I was saying, point-blank range makes offhand weapon usage actually practical. There we go. Oh, there we go, baby. Embarrassing. Truly. Like, my level of proficiency and skill should be defined as, like, this, and then it peaks, and then it goes down again. It's directly proportional to how seriously I'm taking something. And for some reason, I seem incapable of taking this game seriously until I've warmed up, you know? If I haven't warmed up yet, then I just seem like a clown shoes. I'm just everywhere. He saw his life flash before his eyes. Got another revolver.
I heard something.
Took that one unnecessarily.
Central, perimeter established. No one's getting past us.
Yeah, so that's another 357 revolver. In fact, it's, hey you, come here. No, 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 don't run, don't run, don't run. Ow. So that's 3 revolvers. I'm gonna have to make a choice. Python or Model 586. You know, I do have a bit of a fondness for revolvers with A black finish.
Check your corners.
Sorry, Python.
Central. Perimeter established.
Again. That is the second time I've traded in that same weapon today. Alright, so the revolvers are a liability right now. They're a liability. They're a trap for Ray. They're a Ray-based trap. Most people, they'd be like, oh, cool, a revolver. Okay, I'm not going to use that because I have an automatic weapon. Whereas me, I'm like, these revolvers look cool. Yay! I like revolvers. That's better, baby. It's something about the rule of cool. Like, here's the thing, though. I am not a katana person, right? Like a katana and a revolver. Katana in one hand and a revolver in the other is one of the most... I think it's one of the most edgelord possible combinations. Doesn't mean it's not cool in certain circumstances, but it's a bit of a specific vibe.
Slow smooth, lads.
In terms of swords, I'm really more of a broadsword or claymore or Zweihander kind of person. I don't know. I like it. I like a good straight blade.
We might have contact.
About the only straight thing I like. Oh, happy Pride.
Someone's all right. You heard that too, people?
Come on now, buddy.
Here's something. Investigating.
There it is.
Objects, I want this perimeter secure.
Yeah? Secure this. Security's nuts! Oh my god, that's a lot of... I think one of those is real.
Over there. Here's something. Investigating.
Yay!
What the fuck was that noise?
Oh!
You heard that too? On the move.
Come on, get back! I missed you on the first pass, not on this one! Calm down, Ray. Calm down. Calm down. You got your blood, you got your blood, you got your mustard, okay? Easy now. Easy now,
What was
Ray.
that?
Don't worry about what that was.
What's it, man?
That's a bolt-action rifle and a couple things, actually. Let's just... Okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. First off, CZ52... I will take it. Yeah. Look, it is, yes, it is a 9mm pistol. However,
What was that sound?
it is a different family of 9mm pistols. And a Remington 700.
Someone's over there.
Ooh,
fuck was that
yes,
noise?
baby. Ooh, yes, baby. Yes, I'll take it. There we go. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I love a good bolt action.
I heard something.
You need, look, for your own health and
Fuck was that
safety,
noise? I think I heard a noise.
you need to not worry about it.
What was that sound?
I don't think anyone is prepared for how much of a mess I'm gonna make of these fools.
What the fuck was that noise?
Yeah, I know. Look, it was a weird noise. Get it?
Hey,
It was a weird noise. I understand. I got a little into it, okay? I yams what I yams, baby.
Eyes front, people.
Personally,
Check. I heard something.
I ain't offering
Yeah,
anybody
noise.
sniper support here.
Someone's over there.
Ooh. What the fuck? Oh,
Someone's over there. I'm checking out. You heard that too?
ooh, buddy. Ooh, buddy.
I hear something. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Investigating.
Damn it,
What the fuck was that?
holy shit, fuck.
Yes. Something's not right. I know that.
Okay, okay.
I hear Investigating.
Bounce down, baby, bounce down.
I have some. I've got a bad feeling. Lights. I'm checking it. On alert, people.
Okay. Personally, I think I did okay, but I did choke a bit.
What the fuck was that? Team, quiet down. We might have
You.
contact.
Oh, this bad. Bad. Don't get cornered.
I hear something. Investigating. I hear something. Investigating. Extras. Team, quiet down. We might have contact. Someone's not right. On alert, people. Extras. Someone's not right. Get down. Extras. I'm checking it out.
Yeah, motherfuckers. You have no idea what they sent you into. You got no clue what they sent you into.
I think I heard a noise. Investigating.
The fuck?
I'm checking it out. Extra security, man. Someone's not right. I think I heard a noise. Investigating. Investigating. What was that sound? I'm checking it out. What the fuck was that noise? Someone's over there. Someone's over there. I've got a bad feeling. Look alive, lights. I hear something. Something's not right.
I am under siege. Ow.
People.
P2 1050.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa, why are they spawning in here?
Someone's over there. Someone's right. Someone's over there. Watch your backs, everyone. Someone's not right. I've got a bad feeling. I think I heard a noise. Investigating. What was that sound?
Damn it.
Investigating. Someone's over there.
Fuck.
What the fuck was that noise? You heard that too? You might have contact. Someone's not. Alert, people. Under fire. It's coming from over there.
Stop spawning behind me and next to me. Oh my god.
You heard that too?
Fuck.
I You heard that too? I hear something. Investigating. Someone's not right. On alert. There's something. Extra security, man. Someone's not right. Light lights. We might have contact. Extra security, man. Someone's not right.
Fuck.
On alert, people.
This is worse than I've ever seen it.
What was that sound? I'm checking it out. What the fuck was that?
Fuck.
What was that? What the fuck?
God damn it.
What was that noise? I think I heard a noise. Someone's not right. People. Noise. Investigating. It's coming from over there. I think I heard a noise. Investigating. I heard something. What the fuck was that noise? What the fuck was that? I heard something.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay. Every time I kill them enough to do anything, I just... Holy shit. 4 defenders and 3 patrollers, but I saw more than 10 at a time sometimes. What is with this game sometimes? There's probably better ways I could have handled that. You live and learn. So that's that. That is my first loss. And boy, howdy, did I feel it. The only thing I kept was my Glock, my PP-19, a CZ-52, and a Remington. I lost my backpack, I lost my wallet, I lost my 9mm boxes, I lost all the weapons in the backpack. I also lost my flashlight, I lost my utility belt, and everything in the utility belt. Oh boy, howdy, that's rough. Okay, well, you know what? It wouldn't be a proper grand tour if there was never any failure, now would it? That's what happens, folks. What is this? You know what? Fuck it. Ow. I'm taking it. Consolation prize. Okay, so we are now well aware that the chaotic Cold Cuts enemy faction has the same problem that the Pripyat Patrollers has. Namely that their spawns are infinite, their numbers are legion. No matter how low you set them, their numbers are legion. Lesson learned. We still got a couple new things. I will have to get the tokens back to buy myself another backpack and hopefully another belt at some point, but I mean, what can you do, you know? We'll see. Next time I'm taking that fucker in. I am not doing this. I am not facing against the chaotic Cold Cuts again unless I have that machine right over there. Let's take a look at what we brought back, why don't we? In order of appearance, we have first the CZ-52. This is a 9mm pistol. It's got a pretty 80s form factor, if you ask me. Very Russian, a little bit Zerist to it. I'm mostly talking about the aesthetics because I don't know personally a lot about this pistol. I know it functions just fine in-game. Those of you who are firearm enthusiasts, if there's anything unique or outstanding about this pistol in general, feel free to leave that in the comments. Next, we have the Remington 700. This is a 7.62x5.1 NATO Remington rifle, bolt action, obviously. It has a pretty lightweight body, blacked out parts. Seems perfect for a scouting role. Again, those of you who know a lot about this rifle, please feel free to leave information in the comments. Thank you very much. Last but certainly not least, we have a fan favorite. If you've played Tarkov, you almost certainly know this weapon, the Taz 106. With a collapsible folding stock and a box magazine containing a glorious 4 shells of 20 gauge buckshot. The Taz is truly a marvel of improvised, necessity-born engineering. This thing's kind of ridiculous. It also looks like it was doused in the ashes of an oil fire and rolled around a bit, and then someone rubbed it on some mud. Everything else that we had going in is back up on the board. We have our new stuff right here. I really don't feel this is fitting of an epic music forged in fire kind of moment, but you know what? Let's give you something anyway. Enjoy. Great. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I feel real cool right now. I want to thank everyone for sticking me. Nope. I want to thank everyone for sticking it with me, reaching the halfway point in the Grand Tour. I did experiment a little with that one, and it did go off the rails, but again, if I never lose, what's the point, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. If you want to see more of this, go ahead and hit subscribe. Then make sure you click the notifications button to be notified when I go live with a new video. I also have other non-VR related videos all over the place in that channel, so, you'll probably find something that strikes your fancy. If streaming is more your thing, I don't stream VR, however, I do stream in general over on twitch.tv/DevilRayRay. I do a lot of horror-based stuff, so if you're into horror, that's a good place to look. You can also see me on Blue Sky at devilrayray.com. I do a lot of different stuff, and I got my fingers in a bunch of pots, and they're perpetually scalded. If you like anything I've shown you so far, you might like my other stuff. I encourage you to check it out. If you want, you can leave a comment down below. I do see all of them. I respond to many of them. Criticism, praise, thoughts, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you want to say it, I'm down to hear it. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic night. Happy Pride.